so we gave us the power, so we he's showing out, that's why we
Yo, we are back, episode 73 of the Not the Same Podcast sports show, hosted by this one word, C-Micah. I ain't got no name to point to. See, I'm normally pointing, but I realized there ain't no name on Wednesdays, so just this microphone I'm pointing at. So
Right.
This one word, C-Micah, and that one word over there, Mr. Rob Redeem. My brother, what's up, man? How you doing, bro?
Man, hey, feeling good, man. Feeling good and feeling tired at the same time. You ever been like that, brother?
Brother, I'm feeling tired. I don't know about the good. I'm good. I'm feeling good because I'm on here, but other than that, I'm feeling tired. What's up, Just James? Good to see you, brother.
What's popping, bro?
Light the beam, man. Y'all had a great season, man. Salute to y'all.
Very good season. We gave you mad shout-outs, man. Mad shout-outs. You ain't been on, but we've been talking about you, brother.
Yeah, man. Hey, salute. I need to give me a salute button. Salute, you know.
Right.
Something like that, man. Yeah, man. So, hey, we're very glad to be here with you. If you are watching us right now exclusively on YouTube and Facebook and MTMV YouTube, as well as
outlets.
Facebook, all them outlets. If you're watching us right now on an outlet, whatever outlet you own, do what you see on the screen. Number one, hit that like button. And also hit the subscribe button if you have not subscribed to the Not the Same Podcast. And if you're on YouTube, hit the notification bell. If you have already hit the notification bell, do not hit it again because you are being unnotified. So the reason we ask you to hit the like button every single week is not because we love your likes. We thank you for your likes, but we ain't all about likes. But we want to get the YouTube algorithm.
I love your likes.
Anyway, back to business. We want the YouTube algorithm to get jumped up so other people can know that we're talking about sports over here. That's basically all it is.
He trying to be humble. I need the likes. We thirsty for the likes. No, I'm joking, bro. Hey, shout out to our
Anyway, go ahead, bro.
Shout out to our rebroadcasters, man. Our MTMV Famo, Life Show TV, The Takeover, Praise 365, Scooter, Parable Radio, RYC Praise News, His Hop Radio Network, as well as the podcast and 520 Collective, our homeboy Eric Boston. You dig what I'm saying? Shout out to our rebroadcasters, man. We definitely appreciate y'all. We do not take that for granted. Thank you for rocking with us.
Yeah, man, because without you, we just rebroadcast ourselves.
Yeah, so.
So we need your help. All right, man, let's go and see what's popping, bro. Somebody tell me what's popping. I mean, what we really meant to say, without you, we still just do the show, but we was trying to be nice. But nah, we just we love y'all. Appreciate all of you rebroadcasts. All right, man, a lot of news.
Y'all know how we get down.
Yeah, salute, man. A lot of news today. First of all, NFL news. The international schedule has been released and a few other games, but we just going to focus on the international schedule.
Yeah, man. So you got the full schedule will be released tomorrow. They having a little show on NFL Live, if I'm not mistaken. But games,
they get all extra on their schedule releases. You know, they have fun, have whole video games made around it. They do the most, man.
They do it. But NFL, they're a juggernaut, man. They the leading sports, even over our NBA. You dig what I'm saying? But games that stick out for this international: Miami versus Chiefs. Week 9 in Germany, Tyreek Hill versus his former squad, you know, Miami. Tyreek Hill down in Miami versus the Chiefs. Then you got the Patriots who play the Colts a week later in Germany also. You also have the Jags. They play like 2 straight weeks over there in London. So it's like they play 1 week and then they play another week, but it's the Jaguars. So I honestly, when I saw it, I didn't really pay too much attention to it. But salute, we're going over the pond.
I like the Jaguars, man. They're a good team. I mean, they're not a marquee team, but you know, they on their way.
They getting there. They
on
their
way up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, no doubt.
All right. NBA news, all NBA teams that has not been released yet, but is coming.
No. It's coming.
But the all rookie teams and the all defensive teams have been released.
They have. Let me tell y'all what's so important if you're not an NBA fan, why this matters. Listen, when you make these teams, them incentives kick in on them contracts. So when you see my man Giannis feeling the type of way about not making none of the defensive teams, and he talking about, oh, okay, we'll see next year, he mad. You want to know why? Because his pockets didn't go cha-ching. His mugs was dry. You know what I mean? Right. So first defensive team, I was kind of shocked about this. Alex Caruso of the Bulls, I didn't realize he played D that great. You know what I'm saying? But they put him on the first team. Drew Holiday, Bucks. Jaren Jackson of the Grizzlies, also Defensive Player of the Year. Brook Lopez, Bucks. Evan Mobley from the Cavs. Let me tell y'all something. The Bucks had 2 defensive first-team players. This is the reason why the Bucks coach was fired. When you got them and you have Giannis and the best record in the league and you get bounced in the first round, this is why you up out of there. That is your first team. Second team, I don't agree with this, but Derek White of Boston made the defensive second team. Draymond Green, Warriors, OG Anunoby for Toronto. What up, Mr. G? Y'all in the building. Got them Raptor ones on Anunoby, man. You got
what's that? Don't Raptor
one. You got Dylan. If you had to be here last week when he got in on my man about the Jazz. Anyway, Dylan Brooks, formerly known as a Grizzly, he also made the team. Bam Adebayo, go Heat. You see I'm representing Heat Nation on this. You dig? All rookie team. My man Banchero, shout out Duke University. Unanimous vote. Orlando. Walker Kessler from the Jazz. Benedict Mathurin from the Pacers. Hey, yo, he's going to be.
Nice.
That guy. Nice. Mather, that's his name.
That dude.
Keegan Murray of the Kings. Yo, Mr. Just James. Keegan a problem. He's a problem. Jalen Williams. Yeah, huh?
I'm laughing at Mr. G talking about hating at his finest. We love you, bro.
Jalen Williams from the Thunder. The Thunder also are going to be nice, man, because you got to think. They get my man who got hurt when he thought he could stand in front of LeBron, and he only a 2-pick. They get him back next year. And, along with SGA. So, all rookie second team. Yeah, probably. And, you're right. All rookie second team, Jalen Duren from the Pistons, Tari Eason from the Rockets, Jaden Ivey from the Pistons, Jabari Smith from the Rockets, Jeremy Sochan from the Spurs. Let me tell y'all something. Udoka's taking over the Rockets, and he had 2 rookie teams along with them other young studs.
Yeah.
This might be reminiscent of the Boston Celtics when he took over that squad. Y'all be ready for the Rockets next year. They about to be ready. You dig what I'm saying? They about to be ready.
2 comments on this. I think the best player of the rookies is Paolo Banchero. I think the best talent of the rookies is Paolo Banchero. The best player is who Just James mentioned, Keegan Murray. He started on a number 3 seed in the playoffs that ran Golden State through there. You know what I'm saying? He started. Like, this man is a real problem. This is a rookie starting on a high level team. You know what I mean? So big salute. Did y'all see Chet in his sports bra? No, I didn't. I hope he didn't have.
I'm glad I did.
Because that's something I probably won't be able to unsee, so I won't find it. Thank you, Mr.
Well,
G.
he need to trade that sports bra on for a weight vest. One word, I almost said it. You need to get your weight up.
All right, brother. Moving right along. MLB new. One thing I want to say this too. This would have been one of the debate feuds. I want to make this statement though, right quick. Defense is not the same in the NBA as it used to be, but it ain't that bad. You know what I'm saying? I know everybody say, even my brother Just James say, the first team was mid. The only problem I had with the all-defensive team is Giannis. I think Giannis is the best defender on his team over Holiday and
Brook Lopez.
Yes. I think I think that is a travesty. Other than that, it's all right.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Alex Caruso, come on, man.
Alex Caruso, he shouldn't have been a first team.
Number 1?
No.
First team?
They don't even have third team, but he should have been like third team. And I think Caruso is a good defensive player, but he ain't that.
No,
he ain't better than Giannis. You know what I mean?
He not. And maybe it's because Giannis was hurt a little bit. I don't know what was going on with this, but
they're not even enforcing the game issue till next season when the new collective bargaining agreement come in. So it's just kind of weird. Anyway, MLB news top division rankings, brother. Where the Cardinals
division rankings. I get to them. My lowly cards. Anyways, AL East, Tampa Bay Rays still at number 1. AL Central, Minnesota Twins. AL West, Texas Rangers. NL East, the Atlanta Braves. NL Central, Pittsburgh. Cards are last in the NL Central. Man, my cards are just struggling, and the NL West are the Los Angeles Dodgers. So. That is your MLB division leaders. Look, it's too many teams and too many games. We only giving you the leaders. If you want more, go to Sports Center.
Yes, or holler at Eric Boston. All right, boxing news. Canelo defeats Ryder.
Yo, Canelo Alvarez. If you're not a boxing guy, you don't know about him. But let me tell you, man, Canelo is a problem. He defeated John Ryder for the super middleweight title last Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, he just dominated him, throughout the entire fight. And then yeah, it was light work, but it went the distance. It wasn't like when my man Tank Davis hit my man in the ribs and said, "Go sit down," and he had to take a knee. You know what I mean? That delayed reaction. But hey, Alvarez did what he did, man.
Yeah. Lastly, in this NCAA B-ball news, Bronny James to USC. Thoughts, bro?
Yeah. So let me hold on, man. I want to make sure I get this right because
okay.
Okay, so Bronny James is going to USC, and he also going with DJ Rodman, which is Dennis Rodman's son.
Yes.
And
also, the number one ranked player in the country is also going there.
Right. So you got USC. They was put out in the first round this year by Michigan State. So USC is not a slouch type squad. They made the tourney, and they was put out first round by Michigan State. Michigan State went on to lose the next round. But this is what I'm gonna say: LeBron wants to play with his son.
What's up, Toy?
And you know what I'm saying? What up, Toy? What up, the voice?
The voice said Canelo probably losing his next fight though. That's what he said.
Yeah, it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough, boys. I missed the main card, man, because I know y'all discussed this. This is and shout out to the main card and the voice, man.
Salute.
Part of the MTMV fam.
That's right. That's right.
This is what I'm gonna say about this Bronny James situation. Remember when Zaire was playing and D Wade was in the league, and we was hoping that Zaire win, and he went straight to the G League, and then he got bounced. Now he's playing in some other he's playing in some other league, and the African League now. He's in the NBA African League, and he's saying
his daddy.
Yeah. He's thriving.
Yeah.
Folks, don't be surprised if we don't see Bronny in the NBA. And I'm not hating on Bronny, but I have not seen anything that if his dad wasn't LeBron would tell me he was that guy. And that's all I'm gonna say. He has a okay jumper. He didn't dominate like his dad. But I don't see him being a one and done guy is all I'm saying. He's a good player. I'm not going to even say great.
Right.
But I do believe that he gets the pass that he gets because of who his father is.
Absolutely.
Which is cool.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? And my father's house is many mansions. Bronny can say that.
You ain't lying.
That's biblical. And there's also facts.
It's also facts.
In this case,
what I'm saying?
he totally not lying about his daddy. There is many mansions in his father's house.
You dig what I'm saying? And when you tuned in with the father, you get benefits. And that's what Bronny is doing. He's tuned in to the father. You dig what I'm saying?
And also if your last name is James and your dad's name is LeBron.
But no, seriously. On a serious note, I just don't. If he's LeBron's gonna have to pay till he's 42.
Yes,
because unless Bronny does a extreme on his freshman year and he all freshman, I don't see him one and done it. I see 2 or 3.
This is not a debate for you, but I totally disagree. One, I don't think Bronny. I agree with Bronny James. I don't think he's all that. I don't think he's that good. But because people love LeBron so much, and they even a Midland team knows. I just give an example. I know some few people are Hornets fans, but we'll just say the Hornets. Don't you think a Hornets would take a 40-year-old LeBron and go on and take Bronny James with little LeBron James? Bronny James ain't number 6'3". You know what I mean? He ain't tall like his daddy. You know what I'm saying? He ain't over athletic like his daddy. But won't you take him for a chance to have the rock star LeBron at your team?
Oh yeah, you will.
Of course, right?
Absolutely.
So I think, but him as a player and like just James was saying,
come on, LeBron.
Yeah, come on, LeBron. You know what I'm saying? New Orleans Pelicans. I don't want my team to do it, but still, all that. You know what I mean? But I would say this: I don't think he's that good, man, and I don't think he's going to be the best player on his team. And I think they're going to force him to start, and I don't think it'll be great team chemistry. And he might do like his dad and take his ball and go home. He might. I don't know what type of character he has. Like LeBron, we may say he cry and he whine like a little girl, but his basketball character is supreme. It's high. You know what I'm saying?
His IQ is high.
His IQ is high. LeBron has never been in trouble, you know?
Yeah.
I think didn't that son get caught for blowing weed? Is that the one? Or was it the other one? I think when they was in the bubble, one of his son, Bron was talking about I got to take care of him because he was on camera blowing weed. That might have been Bronny. I can't remember who it was. That was back in the bubble days. But anyway, I hope the best for him, man. But I'm not totally impressed with Bronny James. You know.
Yeah.
But I think he's gonna get drafted just because who his dad is.
And I give you that. It's favor, as they call it.
On that note, let's go to Soapbox Segment.
Soapbox.
Ladies and gentlemen, dogs and cats. Shout out to Mandy Fresh. I was thinking about that. Ladies and gentlemen, dogs and cats.
And girls.
Boys and girls. This is our Soapbox Segment. Me and Rob take 1 minute, 2 minutes to go off on whatever's on our mind. Rob normally goes off on sports subjects. I normally go off on whatever's on my mind. We don't know what's going to happen today. It may be a reverse, whatever, but we're going to see. And when it's over, you hear a buzzer that kind of sounds like this right here. And then we move on. So, by tradition, I always let my brother Rob go first. My brother, is you ready?
I think I am, man.
Let's get it.
Listen, folks, there are diehard fans and there are bandwagon fans.
Yes,
bandwagon fans only show interest and support a sports team based on recent success and popularity. This is the definition, by the way. When a city football is going on and they won a Super Bowl, there you go. There's the bandwagon fan. This ain't bandwagon, by the way. A casual fan is someone who enjoys a team or a sport but is really laid back. You know, the tailgater. Yeah. He don't care nothing about the football game going on. He just want to bring his barbecue pit out so he can show everybody he can barbecue. You dig what I'm saying? That's the casual fan. For all you true fans of sports, let me give you a guide, a bandwagon fan, and some red flags, if you will. They always refer to the greats of that team when you bring up current events. Example, the Lakers doing their thing right now in the playoffs. Yeah, man, it's sad Kobe gone. What? Or they only mention LeBron.
This is facts. Facts.
Number 2.
Come on,
they start the conversation off of whatever the alert just told them on their phone.
Yes, sir.
Them. Man, you hear Jokic gave the Suns onto the ball before the game? What's that all about?
Yeah,
it was a joke, bro. You didn't see the last game?
Right.
Them. Oh, okay. Number 3.
Yes,
they
sir.
only talk about the dynasties of the franchise no matter what sport.
Yes.
They only talk about the Yankees are the best team in the Boston Celtics, the Los Angeles Lakers, the Chicago Bulls, Michael Jordan.
That's right.
When you ask them if they watched the game last night, they give you all the highlight type answers. Yeah, man, they hit that game winner. Yeah, but did you, man, they only shot 3 free throws. Did you watch the game? One word. My point is, my guy, my girl, my one word. Yeah. If you don't do sports, then just say you don't do sports.
Say that.
Don't come up to me, you know what I'm saying? Because you're on the sideline or on the bench, pun intended, because you get the gift to shut up. Don't come to me talking sports, and then when we get into it, you don't know what to say no more.
Yeah.
All I'm saying, brother, this is all I'm saying. I'm a casual hockey fan. When the playoffs come, I watch hockey. You want to know why? Because you see these scrolling down at the bottom?
Yeah.
I actually watch playoff hockey. I watch playoff basketball. That is a casual fan. One word, if you catch me on the streets and you ask me, as somebody did the other day, hey, bro, you a Miami Heat fan? Yeah, man. I'm a Miami Heat fan. In St. Louis.
That's right.
I'm sorry. I'm tired of these one words.
Get them, bro.
Look, just say hi. That's all I'm saying. If you want to talk to me, just say, what up, bro? What's going on? Don't talk to me about sports if you don't know sports, because when we start talking about sports and you don't know what you're talking about, I'm done, bro.
Somebody say this, brother. This brother is a real soapbox segment. All right, my soapbox segment.
I couldn't really go in like I wanted to, but go ahead, brother.
So my soapbox segment is this here. So, we just had, I don't know, they probably going to play the all NBA players, the top 15 players or whatever, right? They're also going to do the all defensive team, all right? And then you'll have the all rookie team. This kind of goes into what Rob said. We actually in the vein. In a similar vein. This is what aggravates me. And this is what people do all the time. Man, don't nobody defend. Ain't no Tony Allens out there. Ain't no Kobe out there. Ain't all that, man. They ain't the same, man. These defenders are weak, blah, 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 blah. And they go to name the names. And you know what that really means? They ain't really watched them.
They ain't watching.
You ain't never watched them. You know what I'm saying? Or they be like, man, how did Jaren Jackson Jr. win Defensive Player of the Year? You know how? Because you ain't watched them. You don't know. You don't understand. You're like, man, AD should have been in there. You know what? AD could have been. I think he deserves to be in the top, whatever, all defensive player. But you know why he wasn't? Because he's always hurt and he plays every other game. Even in the playoffs, he literally plays hard one game and then sucks the other game on purpose. So that's why he wasn't in the all-defensive team. But this is what I'm getting at so hard. People that be so stuck in the 90s as if that was just the best basketball ever. Let me give you a real clue. It was not the best basketball ever. It was what you saw when you was a child. And it's what you remember. It's what you cherish. And it's so great to you. And it's just your cuddly NBA. It don't mean it sucked down because it's not that no more. Because you don't watch it no more don't mean the NBA sucked. It means you don't watch it. There's a lot of good players. There was one Michael Jordan, one super athletic dude, well, maybe 6 in the whole NBA. There's like 6 on every team right now. It don't mean everybody is good as Jordan. No, they're not. They don't have the killer mentality. I get it. But there's a lot of athletic players. There's a lot of high IQ players. There's a lot of good basketball players. Just like, think about the Denver and Phoenix series. 2-on-2, basically. You got Jamal Murray and Jokic going against Kevin Durant and Devin Booker, who was shooting freaking 80% from the field. The NBA is not worse right now. Get that out your head. Actually watch it and get your biases over, because you know why you think it's so good? I mean, why you think it sucks so much? Because you are getting old. You're getting old. Move on. One thing about, we all getting old. I'm getting old. I got grays in my beard, I admit it. But you know what? I can evolve. If you don't evolve, you're going to get real old and what you call decrepit. You know what I mean? So, anyway, man, that's it for our Soapbox Segment, man. Let's get to the debate. Salute to our brother Orlando Page, a.k.a. RYC Praise. All right, man, this is our debate feud segment when me and Rob literally go back and forth over particular subjects for 5 minutes, and when it's over, you hear a buzzer that sounds like this right here. First subject, we'll just start off something easy. NBA impress and depress. My brother, who are you impressed with in the East? I gave you a layup, brother. Go ahead.
You gave me that D-Wade to LeBron type alley-oop. You know what I'm saying? Pun intended. You dig? My Miami Heat is who I'm impressed with because they're dominating. They struggled just to get into the playoffs. They did knocked out the number one. They're dominating the Knicks right now, and I just see better coaching, better chemistry, better camaraderie, just a better team effort altogether from the Miami Heat. That's my impress, bro.
Yeah, I agree with that. Listen, Spoelstra is a GOAT level coach. Thibodeau is not. He kind of stops right there. And I think the Knicks are too young for this. They're good. Julius Randle not ready for this. Bronson is. He's here for it. But all that team ain't here for it. But the Heat, led by Jimmy Buckets, is 100% here for it. You know what I'm saying? And he would drag that team by himself, literally, with a hurt ankle. Also, my impress is the Philadelphia 76ers, man.
I'll give you that.
Getting that win last night on Boston's home floor, literally spanking them dudes. You know what I'm saying? Embiid with a hurt knee, chase down, blocking folks. You know what I mean? Beating them by like over, defense, 18, playing good defense. As well, even got Tyrese Maxey and James Harden playing defense. They are a scary team. They are a scary team because I heard somebody say this today. I heard J.J. Redick say this today, and I fully agree with him. This, not J.J. Redick, Tim Legler said this. And what I totally agree with is this. They have never been in this position healthy. Because every time they get to this position, Embiid is hurt and he's laboring, or his role players are not stepping up. Now they stepping up, and you got P.J. Tucker, who I know you respect as a Heat fan, who is a very instrumental role player that's very, very needed on any team. They scary, dog. All right, West impress, bro. No, I'm sorry, East depress.
East depress is the squad I've been saying for the last few weeks, man. Boston Celtics. They feel like all we got to do is show up. Y'all got the better team. Yep. I'm going to tell you what Boston's problem is. The head coach. That's where your problem lies at. If you're a Boston fan, you got a excellent team. Your coach ain't ready. You got a rookie coach out there playing a coach that like to give away leads. He likes to literally give you series. Whether he in the West or the East, he'll give up. He won with Boston because he had veterans on the court. But when he went to LA, he should have had a dynasty. Didn't do it with the Clips. Now he with the 76ers. Look, Doc Rivers, he's the leading assist of giving away games.
Yes.
And
y'all losing to him. Right.
It's the coach, man.
Doc Rivers is the only coach to lose 3-1 leads twice in his career. Only coach ever in NBA history. But aside from that, I agree with you. It is totally the Boston Celtics, and that coach is an embarrassment. And he doesn't own up to his mistakes. That is a problem. I can't remember his name right now. But whatever the coach name is, that man does not own up to his mistakes. Sunday was an embarrassment. They should have won it. That is embarrassing. 2 times they could have won the game, and he didn't call a timeout. He had timeouts.
He had 2 timeouts left.
And did not call a timeout. Going to the overtime, they got lucky, got to overtime, and didn't call a timeout. Then also, in the overtime, didn't call a timeout. He hit the shot too late. That play, they had like 20 seconds, and they knew what to run. No, they didn't. Look how long it took for them to get into the play. That is an embarrassment. You have freaking Jason Tatum. And also, what's also terrible, Jaylen Brown does not shoot in the second half. Coaching. That is coaching. You think Jaylen Brown is scared to shoot? I got an answer for that.
No.
That is coaching.
He started off on fire.
Yes.
My man had the first 14 points.
Joe Mazzulla. That's his name. Mazzulla. Hey, man, you Mabula. You know what I mean? Trash. Boo, man. They going to get him up out of here, man, because they going to mess around and lose to the Sixers, and they should not. Salute to the Sixers. They are good, and they deserve to win.
Like James say, they different this year.
But Boston is better. They should not be losing this series, and it's all up to coaching. All right, we'll go a little bit longer on this. In the West, impress. Who you got, bro?
I'm impressed with the Lakers, bro.
Okay.
Like the Lakers have come up. Everything that we talked about leading into the playoffs, chemistry.
Yep.
AD ain't went down. AD got hit in his mouth and started bleeding and kept playing. Let me tell you something.
That's a shock.
That boy got light skinned player of the year, in my opinion. You dig what I'm saying? Because he came back and kept playing. LeBron.
Hold on. Hey, the voice got the win of the year. Mazzulla the loser. Hey, the voice. Hold on, bro. I got to give you one of these. Hey. Yes, sir. My bad, bro. Carry on.
No, you good. That was a good one. So the Lakers are my impress, man, because they taking it on the chin and they finishing games. Look, D'Lo is playing. Like, D'Lo is playing lights out, hitting the jumpers when he needs to. AD is playing. LeBron is playing. What's my name, man? Is it Monk? Is Monk out there with them?
No, Monk's with just James teams.
Not Monk.
It's the guy from the Spurs that they have that had 15 points in the fourth quarter.
Yeah,
ain't played all series. Just they deep, man.
Not only that, I'm gonna have to give Ham his props. He's coaching. He made adjustments.
Making adjustments.
And Steve Kerr. Sometimes he don't make the necessary adjustments, and he's not doing that this series.
Right.
And they relying on these 30, 20, 40-foot jumpers at the end of the game. I know you can hit them, but we're going to talk about that in a minute. Go ahead, bro.
All right, my impress is the Lakers as well, but I'm going to say I'm going to switch it up. I got the Suns. Salute to the Suns, man. Listen, I know they lost last night to the Denver Nuggets, but the Suns turned that series around. Soon as Chris Paul had the hammy or whatever, they sat down and they started to play fast. They started using their bench. They started winning. You know what I mean? And they look like a totally different team. And also, now this is a historic. Devin Booker was shooting 80% from the floor. Now, are they going to win this series?
No.
They're not winning the series, but I respect them for their fight, and I respect Devin Booker getting hot, but that's not going to last. So, but I'm impressed by that. Depressed in the West.
I got the Suns, brother. I'm sorry.
They just lost one game, brother.
I got the Suns, man. I know they only lost one game, but my thing is like they'll piece together 2 games or a game, and then only Booker and KD will show up. It's like you said, it's a 2-on-2 thing. The difference is Denver will add a body. They'll add OG Green or Brokeback Porter. You dig what I'm saying? One of the other steps up, and not to mention Aaron Gordon flying through like he in that dunk contest. You dig what I'm saying? So that's why I said somebody had to be depressed. It's the Suns.
My depressed is Golden State Warriors. You are the defending champions. And listen, you're playing the Lakers, and I'm not going to say they're just a 7 seed. No, they're not just a 7 seed. No, they're playing at the level of a 2 or 3 seed. They are a very, very good team. But this is why I'm depressed. If you watch the last game they played, they had the ball with a chance to go and get the win, and they botched the play. Like Draymond Green goes down, he jumps out of bounds. It's a play they call the hammer play. It's literally called a hammer play. You know who that play is named after? Darvin Ham. You big dummy. You gonna run the play named after the coach you coaching against, and LeBron peeps it out, tells AD, no, switch right quick. You can watch him. You see LeBron tell him, switch. All of a sudden, he open up, and Clay going to the goal. I mean, not Clay, Wiggins going to the goal. They break it up. Why? Because LeBron read it. The team knew the play. Shame on him for that. Number 2, they get the ball. They get a jump ball. Steph Curry gets the ball, throws the ball out of bounds. It's like, you are champions. What is wrong with you?
Yeah, they make bonehead plays, bro.
Yeah, but that's not. Yeah. Hey, it's not. You gonna make a bonehead play and stay in Oakland, wherever you from. All right, man. Next subject, bro.
Yeah, I'm with you, Jess James. Hopefully it does humble Clay. I'm tired of seeing him put up 4.
Listen, the Lakers beat my team, but I don't hate them. You know why?
Right.
Because it was almost like it was like your uncle's whooping your butt. You know what I mean? It's like, okay, you got to respect them, right?
Yeah.
And they're not arrogant, they're not flashy. It's like, no, kids, this how you do this. But what I hate about Golden State is that Clay doing this, right? Do that to the Lakers. I saw him doing it to a Laker fan. A Laker fan looked at him and said, we have 19 championships. So what? That's the end of it.
Yeah.
The Lakers they're tied with Boston for the most championships.
Yeah. Yeah.
Kim,
I said this before, man. And it's not gonna go like this, but you know the NBA would love to see a Lakers Celtics NBA Finals so they can break that tie. You dig? They want that so bad.
All right, next subject. This is a juicy one. So Coach Bob Huggins, he is the coach of West Virginia, formerly the coach of Cincinnati. This is a college coach. Gets a suspension for making a homophobic slur on the radio. Basically, he said the opposite of maggot on the radio. He was talking about Xavier, which was the rival of Cincinnati. Yeah, and he called them Catholic maggots, but changed the word to another word, right? So this is what happened to him. I didn't have enough characters on the screen here to say what happened to him. He gets a 3-game suspension, and he also loses $1 million off his salary, and he's going to donate the $1 million from his salary to, I guess, LGBTQ communities, whatever, in general, right? But here's the question. For what he did, what he said on the radio, where it sounded like he was kind of talking to his drinking buddies, that's what it sounded like if you hear it, should he lose his job for what he said?
Listen, folks, I want to let y'all know this right now, and please don't look at me sideways because I'm not being insensitive. Mm-hmm. But we can say whatever we want about any and everything except for the alternative lifestyle community, including calling black people out their names or whatever the case may be, and it is accepted. Mm-hmm. He shouldn't lose his job, in my opinion. Give him some sensitivity training. I get it. I'm not even making excuses for him, but to fire him, no, I don't. My thing is everybody don't be sensitive.
Right.
But one community can be. And that's, you want equality, but yet still it's not equal when it comes to everybody can say whatever they want to say about any and every other thing. But when you come to this, it's like, nope, don't do that. Now, I'm not making excuses for this, man, because I didn't watch the couple of 80. I love movies, and I like 80s movies. They drop maggot all the time in those movies back in the day, and I get it. In the times you grow and you get out of that. You know what I'm saying? We don't call little people the word we used to call them back in the day. I get that. You dig what I'm saying? They little people now. They didn't used to be that when I was growing up. Mm-hmm. You dig what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Should he lose his job? No, but bro, like we gotta figure this one out. Like I don't like that. one community, you can't say anything, but everybody else is fair game. Like that's you. We want to be treated the same. Well, if you can call me a one word, I should be able to call you a word. You dig what I'm saying? And I'm not saying right for right. I'm not being insensitive, folks. Just hear what I'm saying, because it's getting out of hand to the point where you can't say or do anything. But if they lash out at you, someone from the community lashes out at you, you got to take it on the chin and don't be sensitive about it. So that's where I'm coming from.
Hagen says, what up, Hagen? He said LGBTQ and Jewish people. Don't say nothing about either one.
No,
this is very, very true. B Plus says, Huggy Bear tripping. What's up, B Plus? That was my coach growing up, being from Cincy. No way he should get fired. Here's my point. I don't think he should get fired at all. I don't even think, me personally, because of the times we live in, I know he should get suspended. But there has to be a re-understanding of words, right? I'm not pro calling somebody that. But when he said that about Xavier, he wasn't talking about homosexual people.
Right.
He was saying it like they weak. And I know, we don't want to be considered weak. Okay, but I almost said it. One word. We ain't got no words, because soon we won't be able to say punk. Because punk is another derivative of that, right?
Yeah.
Now listen, if somebody say all right, there's one no word for black people. It should be one word that people shouldn't say. But there's all kind of words that mean that. Thug, you know what I'm saying? Vandal, gangsters. They all kind of mean the one word, right? Or, for example, because I'm just using this for the show, it all means nigger, right? It all means that.
ER.
But the ER, not GA, right? But it does not mean if somebody say you a thug, like every time I hear a thug, I'm not going to be like, man, fire this man. He called me a thug, right? I think it would have been different if he was directing. But to me, I think it would be different if he was directing it to that community.
The community, right.
Right. If you just talking like, man, that dude weak, he's a 65, probably 70-year-old man. And in that time, that's what that meant. But you know he ain't talking to you, though. That's my point. Why do we have selective outrage? I think that was a Chris Rock's little special. But literally, we have selective outrage. It's like, okay, I'm offended by that. That hurts my community. But was he talking to you? He wasn't even talking to you. You know what I'm saying? Should he get reprimanded? Yes, he should be reprimanded.
You got to do that.
Should he lose his job? No. You know what I mean? Because it's just like me and Rob talking about something. I'm talking about, man, I just really dislike the Knicks, and then a Knicks fan come on, man, I'm offended by that. But, dog, I wasn't talking to you. I wasn't even talking to you. I know it's not equal, but similar situation. If he's using this word, but he's not talking about them, he's using the word in the sense of my version. Shut up, Hagen. Stop.
What'd he say?
My virgin ear, sheesh. He took me all out of it. Anyway, man, look, I don't think the man should be fired, man, and he should be reprimanded. He shouldn't have gave up $1 million of his paycheck, though, man. Stop. It's too much, man. That's too much.
This is
got to give it to the community. Like, but was he assaulting the community? That's the point. No. Was it the wrong word? Yes, but was it directed at the community? I don't care if the community have taken the word for us, but was it directed at the community? Did he literally mean homosexuals? No, he didn't.
Bro, so you remember my happy time in Cancun? I got a little happy. We watching the playoffs. Let me tell you something. I used
the one word.
I used the one word, but I didn't say one word. And let me tell you something. It was a bunch of community. It was a bunch of communities in there. And guess what? Nobody said it. Nobody said a word. And here's the thing. I wasn't calling. I wasn't calling them. I was talking to the screen. You dig what I'm saying? And I guess my point is, like you said, he wasn't attacking the community. And when are we gonna get it? Because if anybody know me, anybody can get the one word. I don't care what color you are. If you acting like one, then that's what I'm calling you at that time. Now I gotta fix that. If you don't use that word, that's fine. I do pray for me. All right, bro, we can keep it pushing.
Yeah, one last thing. Hagen said if they let people say the N-word on radio and TV, then all words should be on the level playing field. I'm just saying, I don't condone it, But I agree with y'all on it. Yeah, man. For real.
Yeah. Yeah.
Period. If that word is okay, in joking way, like if Dave Chappelle, you see the Chappelle show, it's every other word, and we're laughing at it, and there's black, white people, Asian people, everybody in there laughing at it, and you know he's not meaning it in a derogatory way, then those people that were offended by what he said, no doggone well he wasn't talking about the LGBTQ community. He wasn't. He was talking about it in a different way. But we digress and we move on.
Yeah, we'll move on. Hey, B+, we talked about it at the beginning of the show, bro. We sure did.
All right, next subject, and this is a good one. J.J. Redick interviews for the Raptors job. Should he really be a candidate? Once again, J.J. Redick interviews for the Raptors job. Should he really be a candidate? Mr. Davis.
Look, Redick didn't play for Doc Rivers. He didn't play for Go Duke Blue Devils. Any chance I get, I'm going to say that. He didn't play for Coach K. Just to name a few coaches he didn't play for. And he's a student of the game. What happened?
See, offended somebody by throwing out that hard R out there. People need to stop.
He did put that R on that kind of hard.
That'd be all right. Go ahead, bro.
I had the double take on the screen. Is that my one word over there? Anyway, hold up, what word? Who you talking to?
Right.
Anyways, he a student of the game, man. If you listen to his analysis when he breaks things down, and then not only that, he was a player's coach out on the court. When you hear him talking on his podcast, when you hear about previous teammates, they say he's pretty good at it. Should he get the Toronto job? I mean, it don't hurt to get the interview. It don't hurt to get the interview. You didn't hear me say he should get the job.
Right,
I said it don't hurt to get the interview.
My thoughts on this is that I think it's fine to get the interview if he's not a real candidate. But what I would not want is another person that's been in the trenches, being an assistant head coach, being in the film room, being at different levels, out there throwing the passes to the guys or whatever level of head coach that is, assistant head coach that is, being in the trenches, getting skipped by a media personality. Now, J.J. Redick is not just a media personality, though. He's definitely not media personality. J.J. Redick is a very intelligent, one of the best analysts on TV. Matter of fact, top tier. Above a lot of these folks that's been doing it for years. He coming in sunning these dudes from the gate. Quick. You know what I'm saying? So and embarrassing these dudes. Stephen A. will step aside. I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Period. So I respect that. I would have more respect for him being hired than Steve Nash when he got hired.
Yeah, and that's what I was going to bring up.
But what I would like, though, although I know he has a very thriving media career, he is a great voice, and do you want to coach so bad that you'll give that up? That's what I would wonder, right? Because if you want to coach, go be an assistant coach somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Why Juwan Howard couldn't get a job? He was assistant coach for years with the Heat.
With the Heat, yeah. He had to go to college, right?
He had to go to college to get a head job. So that's my only point. I'm not even making this a black or white thing because J.J. Redick, one of them, nah, we cool with J.J. We don't put it in there, ain't nobody ever had no issues with JJ. Nah, JJ can come to the barbecue. We cool with JJ. He one of those, you know what I'm saying? Salute. Yeah, that's how I got. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't making it about that with JJ. I just thinking that the precedence that it make, dog, at least go, hey man, take a class or something, my guy. But Hagan say if Jeff Saturday can do it, JJ can do it too, man.
Well, look what happened with Jeff
get the job for real though.
Yeah. I mean, Saturday couldn't even. He couldn't even. Bro, they could barely win games. You dig what I'm saying? And you're talking about 17 weeks in the NFL. We talking about 82 game season.
Yeah, man.
That could hurt you. Steve Nash got it because Kyrie and Kevin said, "Yo, bring them on."
Right.
You dig what I'm saying? And then they got there and they flipped on my man. So with JJ, I don't think you would want to do that because that would damage that man's. He may have an ego, but I think that would damage him moving into the future. You give him the Toronto job. Toronto is okay. You dig what I'm saying? They got some salary cap issues going on, and you put him in that rookie stance.
Hagan say JJ can't come to the barbecue, but I take him a plate though. He cool. All right, Hagan.
That's my little bro, man. That's my little bro.
But with the Redick thing, man, I'm not hating on JJ, man. Like I respect him as an analyst. I think that's his greatest gift. Like, he does a great podcast. He's very good. But as an analyst, for him to shine that much, it's almost like when Tony Romo first got on NFL calls. And we was like,
killing it.
God. You know what I'm saying? Now, he got kind of corny now. But at first, Tony Romo was mashing it. And J.J. Redick is doing the same thing. But if that's his real heart, man, then like, this me, nobody else will say this. All right, man, cut all that off and go be a coach. Focus on it. Do your podcast on the side and go be assistant coach for some team.
Yeah, I don't want to see him.
Just give me a year, dog. You know, a year or two.
If he's gonna coach, I bet not see him on his podcast the way I see Draymond after losing by 40 or whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying?
Too.
Your focus at that point to me is more focused on the podcast than on the court. Now,
that's right.
Some people can do it. You know what I'm saying? But as soon as you get off the court, you right on the podcast. As a coach, you can't. As a player, okay, do what you do. That's maybe your outlet. Because I know for us, the podcast is an outlet.
Right.
But as a coach, you don't have time for that. And
you're
going to have to let all that go.
What NBA coach you know is on a podcast regularly? None. You know why? Because like you said, they don't have time. They don't have no time for that. They don't have time to be doing a podcast every night. Like, really, Draymond shouldn't have time to be doing a podcast like you said. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you really focus on the task at hand, like we always say, like in your job, my job, whatever, you know, you got to multitask. You really don't multitask. You just kind of favor one before the other, and you do the other one pretty good. You know what I mean? But I think as a coach, man, coach is something you got to go all in, dog. You can't, you don't get your golf game. You got to coach. You know what I'm saying? You got grown man, you got to compel and lead. But I believe JJ will have their respect quickly, though.
Oh, he'll have their respect because he can relate to him. He can relate to him. Now, what Just James just said, he said if you give him give JJ, and this would take some humbling, but if you give JJ the head coach and Budenhauser an assistant coach on that team, and you create a staff like that where you got senior type leadership, he'll definitely succeed, Just James.
Yeah. All right, man. Last subject of the night. Okay, here we go. I'm a
shout out to Higgins for this one.
Is Steph Curry great? Is Steph Curry great in the regular season, or basically is he just great in the regular season? Mr. Davis.
Stats wise, okay, I'm gonna go stat guy. So I looked on ESPN.com. Steph is 0 for 12 in the final 45 seconds of the fourth quarter in potential edge shots in the playoffs. Mm-hmm. If you look at the NBA finals that they've won, Iggy got MVP, Durant 2 MVPs. Who got the last MVP? Did he finally get him one?
Yes.
Yes, so he finally got him one. And I say all that to say this. Heck no, he ain't just great in the regular season.
I was going to say that, and because I already said the N-word, I was about to go and just go say, hey, Hades, no. Ain't just,
Heck
what?
No.
What? No. Did we see the playoffs last year?
Look, just because this man misses a potential game-winning shot, no, I don't feel like Steph is overrated. I feel like Steph is actually one of the best point guards to do this thing. But why? Yes. Because of his height, and he's not – look, Steph will break it. Did you see the 50-point game?
Yes, sir.
All I'm saying, the 50-point game had this man outside, inside, mid-range, defense, assists. I saw a great mind that I didn't think Steph had. Now, with that being said, the Lakers are shutting him down. The reason Steph looked pedestrian out on these courts, they're double-teaming him. And when he passes, he had a triple-double the other night.
That's right.
When he passes out, Clay ain't hitting nothing. Poole ain't hitting. It didn't drain.
Dry.
This
dry.
dude, the pool party
empty.
is over.
They skateboarding in this joint now. They ain't swimming no more.
There it is. You dig what I'm saying? He has absolutely no help. Is Looney grabbing boards, and is Curry getting double-teamed, or if he gets open throwing up these wild shots, he need help.
Hagan said Curry been shrinking in the playoffs since their first ring. I would agree with you till last year, especially in the finals, because he stepped up in the finals. He won that finals. Now, maybe he has not been as aggressive in the playoffs, too, because he had a Kevin Durant and a prime Kevin Durant. Although Kevin Durant still looking good, all right, before this championship, the one they got last year, the rest had Kevin Durant on there. So, Steph that dude, man. I'm sorry. I wouldn't – I'm still not the hugest fan of him, but I respect what he does. He that dude, man.
Yeah, he that dude.
Hager said
and it's not just the regular season.
In the first 2 finals, he had a bunch of average at best games in them series. Yes, but he won. That's the point. Not pedestrian.
Look, well, all I'm saying is everybody looks at Steph's numbers, right? We don't look at how he gets double teamed. Like when Steph starts cooking, my man got triple teamed at one point the other night by the Lakers. LeBron came up on him, AD came up on him, and then a third person came up. He gives it to Clay, and while Clay going around doing all this, it was clean. Yeah. It's bad for business, bro. Like, he out there by himself literally right now.
I will say this, though. If your best player on the team is a point guard, I don't always think you're going to win a lot of championships. Because the most effective players that's versatile players are wings. Harden, Tatum. You know what I'm saying? Like, because they can take the beating. Steph is little. The reason Steph is different than everybody else because he is so freaking accurate from so deep. He just hits these crazy shots, falling over and all that. But I don't think he was always the reason they won. I think he was a piece of the cog, a big piece of the cog. But when they had them back-to-back with Durant was the main piece. But also it's Draymond Green. Right now what's happening to the Warriors is they're getting older. Period. Also, AD them is getting older, but the difference is their role players are vets that are proven, right? They ain't had 5 ACL injuries like Clay or whatever. He had an ACL, then a knee, a PC. He had all that back to back, so he's an aging.
Every L you can think of.
Yeah, all the L's. You know what I'm saying? And took one the other night. Might take one tonight. I hope not. I want the series to go on, but he may take another one. But what's going on with the Lakers is that all they role players are stepping up. That is the difference. It's not just AD. AD is a beast. He cannot be guarded by no one. It's been proven in these playoffs. Nobody has stopped this man. Only person that stopped AD is AD, period.
Yep.
Nobody is stopping him. Nobody on the Warriors can stop him. Nobody. Barbecue chicken. Everybody that stick him, period. Draymond probably gives him the best fight because he is that good of a defender. Draymond talks a lot, but he is an elite defender. But at the end of the day, 7 foot tall against a 6'5", 6'6" dude, I'm sorry. You can have all the effort you want. You still going to get an L. It is what it is, man. As for Steph, man, he's great in the regular season. He's great in the playoffs. I just think it's been some circumstances. And right now, he's not at the point, I don't believe, where he's going to carry a team to win this joint. I just don't believe it.
I mean, he's carrying them. He's been carrying the Warriors the whole entire playoffs. Now, this particular series.
But they ran into a bigger
AD.
one word.
Yeah, no doubt. As far as that first Iggy getting the MVP, and you're right, he got MVP holding LeBron to 30. I think, if I'm not mistaken, Steph got hurt in those playoffs.
That's
if I'm
true.
not mistaken, that first championship that Iggy got it, Steph got hurt and he didn't play as much as the rest of them did. So I understand where you're coming from, but Steph is good playoffs and in the regular season. I just had to hype it up.
Listen, man, before we get up out of here, we got to put respect on Steph's name. He changed basketball. Period.
No doubt.
Everybody shoots threes because of him. Period. When he was in college, that's what they say. He going to be too little. He going to be too little. Ain't going to be able to make it. He dragged that terrible Davidson team to like the second round. You know what I'm saying? He got in the NBA. He going to be too little. He had them bad ankles, right? Had them bad ankles. And he got these crazy orthopedic type ankle shoes to help him. Got with Under Armour. All of a sudden, he started getting healthy. Changed the NBA. He's awesome. Like, he's top 10 of all time, in my opinion. Top 10. Now, him and LeBron are no equals. No. But
two different positions, though.
Different positions. And like I say, big wings are more successful a lot of times than little bitty guards. Period. You got to have a good wing. So, but hey, man, salute him. Salute to him. I see Hagers do not like him, for real.
You know, like him or the Kings. They're supposed to beat the Kings. The Kings was better than you think this year, man.
Respect the Kings. I respect the Kings, man. I think they showed themselves well.
Sound like,
and if they keep it together,
like that casual fan I just ranted about.
And if they keep that team together, they will be right back next year. Keep that team and that coach together, they're gonna be all right. they gonna be all right because Fox is a problem. Period.
Yeah, he also got Clutch Player of the Year, by the way. That was one of the awards that they gave out. He was Clutch Player of the Year.
Yeah.
And their GM was GM of the Year. So
yes, sir.
Kings got big
and the
things
coach of the year,
on.
wasn't it? And they had the coach of the year.
Mike Brown got coach of the year. So the Kings got some, and like I said, Keegan, all rookie first team. So
and what Judge James just said, this is exactly what happened to the Kings. They should have closed them out early. When they had them down. Yeah. They wouldn't mature enough to know how to do
young.
that. They never been through it. So but they gonna know now. That's the problem. Next season, it's gonna be a problem.
No doubt.
You gotta have these scars. Also, one last thing. Most players, great players, don't win until they 27. Don't win a chip until they 27. Steph, I believe, was like 28. Kobe was a rare occasion because he was with Shaq, but the best player on that team when Kobe first got his first three was Shaq, who was 27 or 28. Even Michael Jordan, 28. You know what I'm saying? Giannis, rare occasion, 26. 26 or 27. It's because players are mature, more mature at that time. A more seasoned Fox is going to be a problem. He's married, got a kid. That's why I'm begging, hoping, and praying. Somebody marry Ja to settle this one word down. You know what I'm saying? Because it settles you down. You get a kid, you have marriage, you have a family, you're living for somebody else, and your mind is right. And, man, I got a big salute to the Kings, man, for real. It is what it is.
Still going in.
I let them have it. I got big respect for the Kings, bro.
Have you ever thought I really like what these guys are doing with this show podcast? How can I support them? How can I be a blessing to them? Look, we've been talking about it. We talked about it at the beginning of the show. Hit that like, subscribe, and notification button. If you already hit the subscribe and notification, you don't have to do it again. But you can always hit that like button once you're watching this show. So you can also support us on the Cash App, Cash Sign at the Same Podcast. NotTheSamePodcast.com/support for all the latest episodes, merch, and all that good stuff that we really don't really.
You know what, Hagen? I hate to say it, but
anyways, and he threw me off, folks. If you listening to us on your podcast streaming, forgive us. You have to remember we are a live show. So we got these comments coming up. So if you only catch the audio of these, this is the reason you see us go off on tangents sometimes, because we reading these comments. So
this is true.
Leave us some reviews and all that good stuff over there where you're listening to us at.
Also tune in tomorrow night. We'll be back with another music and faith show. 2 of the hottest CHH or positive videos. I'm probably gonna throw in something positive because I always say that. I'm gonna throw in something that ain't particularly CHH tomorrow.
Right.
I'm gonna find something.
Right.
And hey man, y'all tune in, man. Tomorrow will be exclusively only on YouTube. And,
man.
It's gonna be a good time, man. But with that being said, we'll be back next week. We'll be back tomorrow with I know I'm thinking about next week, the Bible study and all that. But anyway, we're back tomorrow with the Music and Faith Show, man. I'm
right. I'm Robert Dean.
We out, man. We'll see y'all tomorrow.
Christ lives in us, so we gave us the strength, so we gave us the power, so we he's showing out, that's why we